and welcome back to Life with Chris. I know it's been forever, literally, since I've done a YouTube video, but life has just been so crazy for me. A lot has changed, and I've really just been super busy. But I am super excited to get back on YouTube, and one of the main reasons why I decided to get back on YouTube is because, drum roll, boom, I started an online boutique. Yes, I started my own online boutique. Now, I know that type of business is very saturated. It's very hard to be very different in that business, but I love clothes. I always had a niche for clothes, and and I said, why not? I mean, if you don't try something, how are you gonna know if you're gonna be any good at it, or if you're gonna be good, you're gonna fail, or whatever the case may be. But with that being said, the reason why I am back on YouTube is because I really want to document my journey. Literally, I started from scratch. I didn't know what I was doing, and it was very hard to really figure everything out. But then got to YouTube. YouTube was really the main thing that kind of like helped me get through the steps and actually do things more correctly, right? So I actually wanted to come on. Why I keep saying actually, I do not understand, but whatever. I wanted to come on here and just document my journey because I want to help others, anybody who is interested in opening up a business, not just online boutique. It could be anything, when it comes to business. A lot of these things that I will be talking about relates to any type of business. So that is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to try to really make a video once a week, and I am going to announce like the days that I will be posting it. I do want to keep a schedule, but I don't want to promise anything up front yet, because I'm just starting back on it. I have a lot on my plate, so doing YouTube, it's even more. So I don't want to promise anything that I can't keep just yet. But today, okay, so today's video is going to be basically just the steps that I took to go ahead and open up my online boutique. I'm going to talk about mostly the legal steps and things like that, because I want people, even when I was looking on YouTube, honestly, people gave a lot of information on like the legal steps and all that stuff, but there were certain things that people didn't talk about, which I was kind of like a little shocked, because it's very important to know these things. So I am going to go over all of that. I do have my little notebook here with because there's a few things that I had to write down just so I don't forget anything. I will also go ahead and put on the side just a few of the websites that I use and things like that. So I do live in Houston, Texas. So where you live, you have to use like each state's own online website for seller's permit, for things like that. So I will put that up for Texas, but it will be kind of like the same for any other state. But besides that, go ahead and get your wine, girls and guys, because we about to go ahead and talk business. All right, so first things first, what is your niche? What are you trying to have a business of? When I was opening up my business, I honestly had different ideas. I didn't just automatically say, hey, I wanted an online clothing store. I definitely went very different directions. For example, I even thought of making candles. So you have to kind of like figure out where you see yourself actually dedicating real time, and something that really kind of like makes you happy in a way, and something that you're passionate about. I think when you're passionate about something and it's not just for the money, it makes it much more easier when it's not going really your way. because your passion is there. So you're gonna still keep going hard, right? You're still gonna, you're not gonna give up easily. But if you're just thinking about money, that is not a good way to start a business, right? Because most people, if you start a business at the beginning, you're really not gonna get much money back. It takes a while, right? Unless you're like an influencer, somebody that's famous. Those people, they have it easy, right? It's easier for them because people just want to buy their stuff because it's just them. It's not necessarily always that, I need this product, or I want this product. It's just more, this person's selling it, I like her, I'm gonna buy her stuff or whatever. So with that being said, find your niche before you put and invest any money into a business, because again, you don't want to waste money. That's number one. You're already gonna be investing a lot of your own money, so just try to cut down on the waste of money, okay? Once you find your niche, then that's when everything comes together, right? Because you figured out what you want to do. So I decided to do my online store, right? Because I love clothing. It's something that I always feel like no matter what, I'm always gonna be passionate about, if that makes sense. So find your niche. Next thing is you got to get a name. Figure out what name you want. The names is really tricky, to be honest. Names is really, really tricky. But I feel like you have to go with your gut, because honestly, when it came to me and my name, I had different ideas. Of course, I just didn't have one. But the name that I have now, which is Chris Styles, is the first name that popped into my head from the beginning. Then, I started asking people questions and, hey, what do you think about this name? And hey, what do you think about that? Everybody was giving me different opinions. So I don't know. I just felt like it was just too much. I was going to be too overwhelmed because I kept, well, maybe this one is better. Maybe that one is better. So I just said, you know what? I am going to go with my gut. And for some reason I said Chris Styles. It's a catchy name. It is kind of like my styles that I will wear. So why not? Let's just go with it, right? So not to make my life super hard, I just went with it, right? So I would say, of course, the name is important because that's gonna be your brand. But let me tell you something. You can always change your name, literally. So it is what it is, okay? So you can change your name and you can do business as a different name. So, all these things I'm going to explain in the future, but just don't go too crazy. Don't get too stressed over the name, but just choose a name that you love and that you think, represents you and, what you're trying to sell, whatever. I hope you're enjoying the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, turn on your notification buttons to get notified when I upload more videos. Cheers. Okay guys, so once you figure out your name, then you're gonna go ahead and make sure that name is available. So you're gonna go ahead and check the domain. So I went to Shopify. That's where I got my domain from, Shopify. And it goes, from $14 to $20 per year for a domain in Shopify. So mine, I paid $20 and it was available. So I got it right there through Shopify. So boom, once you do that, that's the easy step. So that's your name now. Nobody else can have it, domain wise, right? Boom. So now, next step is, this is where I got stuck a little bit. It's one of those things, but is getting your logo. If your whatever you're doing requires a logo, right? Because it just depends also. But for the most part, a lot of the businesses that you will be doing will require logos. So this ended up being my logo. See, gotta wear my stuff all the time. I'm repping every time, you know what I'm saying? So this is my logo. It's a C and an S for Chris Styles. It worked out perfectly. So once you get that done, then we're gonna go to the legal aspect of everything. So first things first, you have to have an LLC. Without an LLC, you are not protected. To me, your business does not exist if you do not have an LLC, right? So The whole point of the LLC is to protect your business, to protect yourself, and for tax purposes, right? You don't want Uncle Sam to come 3 years later and knocking on your virtual door talking about where's our tax, where's our money, where is that at? Another thing, without these documents, you cannot do much. I mean, it's really hard to maneuver, you know, if you want a really, you know, correct type of business. So you have to get these things. These is you can't avoid it, right? So with that being said, let's go to how to actually get it. So for the LLC, I got mine in, it's called Incifile. I know I'm not saying it right. So it's Incifile. I am gonna go ahead and put it up there for you guys, so you guys can like actually get the name. I'm gonna also put the website. But this is one of the best things that you can do to get a LLC is go through Incifile. And no, I'm not getting paid, by the way, but I should be. But anyways, I'm not. Incifile is amazing, literally, because not only does it help you with your LLC, it also helps you get an agent if you need one, right? An agent is basically somebody who will collect any mail that will go to your business. They will open it, they will forward it to you. You know, they will kind of really help you with all those legal aspects of the business, right? So when I was on YouTube, nobody was telling me about the agent. I was surprised. I was like, an agent? What is an agent? Like, why is it asking me about an agent? So when Incifile popped up for me, I was like, oh, okay, this is perfect, because you get everything in one. So you can pay for everything right there. I pay for mine about $425, but every state is different, right? So for Texas, an LLC costs $300. $300. The agent, it varies, right? Because there's other ways you can get agents. There's other websites. It may be cheaper, I don't know. But Incifile, I think it was like 120 more. So I paid like $420, whatever. I'm gonna have to like put it up there for you guys too. But with that, I was covered with my agent for the whole year. And I got my LLC as well. The only thing is that you do need to know is that the agent, you will pay once a year. The LLC is only one time type of payment. The agent, you will have to pay that $120 or however much, whatever agent. Sorry guys, my phone died. But back to the agent. Yes, so the agent, it varies how much you'll pay, but you will have to pay that yearly. So after you have that, the LLC, it just depends on your state, how long it takes for you to get it. Mine's really took a week, but they usually tell you it will take 3 weeks, but mine was pretty fast. And do not pay for express, because you're wasting your money. They are pretty fast with that, so do not pay money to expedite it, because it's not worth it, okay? So with that being said, now after you have that and all that good stuff, you have your paperwork, they are going to mail it to you, and they will send you an email as well. So once you have that, now you can apply for a seller's permit. Without an LLC, you cannot apply for a seller's permit. Let me go back. Sorry, no. Okay guys, sorry, no. You have to get an EIN first before you can get a seller's permit. So by the way, in Incifile, they do go ahead and get you the LLC, the EIN, and your agent. So I paid about $4 something. Again, it differs from state to state. It may be different, maybe more, maybe less. But I forgot to mention, you do need your EIN, and that is your tax identification number. That is totally free, by the way. I mean, if you can do it separated by itself, it's totally free, but you have to have an LLC in order to get an EIN. So once you have your EIN, sorry guys, seriously. Anyways, once you have your EIN, then you can go ahead and apply for a seller's permit. Seller's permit is free, on the free, okay? But in order for you to apply, you have to have all these other things first, because they're gonna ask you for those numbers. Now, it is very important to have a seller's permit, and this is why. When I first started, right, I was super excited. Oh my God, I'm gonna get an online store. It's gonna be about clothes, blah, blah, blah. Of course, everybody knows about, China. That's where, most clothes come from. And I found out about Alibaba. I went crazy. Oh my God, yes, I need to go ahead and order so I can, try these materials, make sure it's good, blah, blah, blah. Come to find out, I could have actually ordered from America, from the US. Now, in order for me to do that and to have access to that, I do need a seller's permit. I do need to have all my business things lined up. So because I didn't have that, I kind of went crazy, ordered from Alibaba, took forever, by the way. Sorry guys, so now I had no storage, so it's always something with this phone. Anyways, so back to what I was saying. So when I could have just got it in the US, quicker shipping, less money on the shipping, all that good stuff. And because I didn't have access to these stores, because in order for you to have access to the US stores, you have to have your seller's permit and all these things in place. If not, they won't give you access. So that was kind of like one of those things where I wish I would have waited, because it would have avoided a lot of the, things that I got that I really didn't like, or it took forever. So instead of me, okay, I got it, I can check it out, maybe go somewhere else, it just didn't work out. So I would say, please get your legal stuff, get all your documents out of the way before you go into getting into the vendors and actually purchasing stuff for your online boutique, or whatever business you're going into that has to do with buying from vendors. I would say that just really take your time. Like, I really spend money that I won't see again, literally. So yes, so once you have your seller's permit, I'm gonna put the website up here so you guys can see the Texas one, where you can go and get your and apply for your seller's permit. That took about 2 weeks for me to receive, which is not bad. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and run through it. So we have our name, our logo, our domain. Now we're gonna go ahead and get our LLC. And that's gonna be with the EIN, the tax identification number, and your agent. After you have all those things, then you're gonna go ahead and apply for your seller's permit. Seller's permit is so you can go ahead and purchase from vendors in the US. After you have all of that, you are kind of good to go. Honestly, it will take about 2 to 3 weeks for all of these documents, which is not bad. Just make sure you have the money ready. Once you have your money, you go ahead and pay for it. Again, InstaFile does those 3 things for you, which is your LLC, your EIN, and has your agent all there. So that's a pretty convenient way to do it. And then once you have all of that, then you're gonna go ahead and pick your website. That's the fun part. So I picked Shopify. I love Shopify. I just read a lot about it, and it's really good. I like how they are so helpful, and I'm on the basic plan. So they have 3 options. They have a basic plan, they have a middle plan, and they have like the super advanced plan. The basic plan is the cheapest. It's $29.99. That is perfect for somebody who's just starting a business, not trying to spend too much money again. So you can start there. Then as your business grows, then if you want, you can go ahead and go to different types of levels, because you get more access, of course, if you do the second plan, the third plan, things like that. But I would suggest start with the basics. You're just starting, so you don't want to do too much. You don't want to have too much things you have to pay for. But with that being said, after you have your website, you're basically good to go. Now you got to get into the aspect of actually creating your website, figuring out what you want to sell, what vendors you want to work with, those type of things. And I will definitely get into that on another video, because I don't want to provide so much information. You're going to be so overwhelmed. So I just wanted to give you more of the legal aspects. God, gosh, I just wanted to give you guys more of a legal information, the basic beginning, how to really just get your foot in the door, how to start, and then everything else I will definitely go ahead and continue to explain. So once you have that, you're gonna go ahead, you got that out the way. Now you're gonna be able to go ahead and focus on your website, you know, your product. That's the exciting part. At least for me, that was the exciting part. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna end it here because it's a lot. Again, it's a lot of information. Everything I mentioned, I will go ahead and put it down below, and as well as with the website, so you guys can go ahead and check it out. And then next week I will go ahead and post a new video. So this next video is gonna be just basically my first month of me being open, just my experience, like everything I experienced, from, you know, my sales, from, you know, mixing business with family, you know, or friends with business. I just really want to be an open book for you guys. I mean, I can't say this enough. You have to be kind of really real in this type of business, because if you try to make it seem like it's all perfect, you're not gonna get anywhere. So I really want you guys to follow me on my journey and see everything that I'm experiencing. And one thing I'm gonna say is, wow. Oh, this thing, my phone, now it's dying, guys. Like, what else can I expect? But anyways, I just want to say, wow, I have learned so much in just being open in a month, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. I can't wait to tell you everything I have experienced, the good and the bad. So just go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I will go ahead and hopefully next week's video I will go ahead and have a set date of when I'm going to release my videos moving forward, because I really want to, you know, keep this as not just for myself, because I do want to keep it as, you know, documentary purposes, but I want to share with the world, share it with you guys, help anybody that is really into this as well, or into thinking about opening up a business, right? So just go ahead and subscribe. I promise you, I am back on YouTube. I'm so excited. And let me go ahead and give y'all my website. I want to go check it out. Also gonna put it down below, and my Instagram as well. I have an Instagram page for it. If you have any questions, you are more than welcome to write down in the comments. I will go ahead and gladly ask. If there's anything you would like me to talk about, you can also add that in the comments. Again, my name is Chris, and I will be talking about Chris styles moving forward. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and love you guys. Bye.